Hey guys, it's Melissa here with Goddess Elite, and I wanted to take a quick minute to record a video for you in regards to a question that I get a lot, and that's about how to properly or different ways of cleansing yourself or your space that you may be in. Um, so I wanted to go ahead and answer those questions for you. So the first and easiest thing that you can do is to get a smudge stick, which is just white sage. Sometimes you'll find this either in a bundle like this called a smudge stick or in loose, which we carry both here in the store, and you would burn those loose little bits on charcoal. Now the smoke is what's going to do all of the work for you. So it's important to get the smoke everywhere. It doesn't matter necessarily in what direction you go. If you start at the top, if you start at the bottom, if you're doing your house, if you Google online, you will find a million and one ways to do this, and they'll all kind of conflict. What I have found is that getting the smoke everywhere, and the smoke is what's going to do the work for you. It raises the vibration of your space. So that's what's going to kind of lift everything and kind of push the negativity out. Another quick point about how when you're smudging is to leave your doors and windows closed while you're doing this. And I know I might get a lot of flack. You'll see these little memes everywhere that's like, oh, the demons are screaming. First of all, the smoke is doing the work. So if you have your doors and windows open and it's going right out the window, it's not going to do you a bit of good. Leave everything closed as you're smudging, let it sit for a little bit, and then open your doors and windows and let it carry out. That being said, some of us have found that certain types of entities don't really care about sage. This isn't going to do much for them when it comes to your demons, if you will, and that would be a whole other video. So this is for any earthbound spirits that you might have, or if you're trying to cleanse the energy, raise it up, feel a little better, just be able to kind of move through a little easier. So first would be a smudge stick. A lot of people like to follow with either sweetgrass, and sometimes you'll see this in a longer braid. These are just little mini ones that I think are really easy to handle. And again, in the bundles, you would just kind of light the end as you would with the sage. They smolder like the incense and carry something to catch the ash so you don't burn little holes in your carpet everywhere you go. Pull off the little rubber bands here and just kind of do just like you did with your sage, get it everywhere. Sweetgrass is great for blessings and positive energy. So after you clean all the funk out, you want to put your positivity and your blessing in. Another popular one is Palo Santo. That's really closer to like a sanctifying. So you want to cleanse, you can bless, you can fill in with sanctifying. So either one of these. And again, just burn the ends, let them smolder like incense, get it everywhere. These are sweeter smelling than the sage. So especially if you don't like that smell of the burning sage, one of these following up will kind of take care of that for you. Another thing you can do for places that you can't really burn, we have smudge spray, which has the sweetgrass, thyme, comfrey, patchouli, and sage. And there's little bits of black tourmaline in the bottom here. So the smudging spray is kind of doing a lot for you. You can mist yourself if you're getting ready to go in somewhere that you know might be a little heavy for you, or if you're at work and you can't really sage, you'll set off the fire alarms. This is a good way to not only sage yourself, but your working area. And you can also use a sage and tourmaline roll-on. Little tourmaline bits down in there, as you can see. Safe to wear, pulse points. You can even take this, rub your finger on it, and like go over like your office doorway or around your desk to kind of help cleanse and kind of set the boundaries there. But that tourmaline is great for protection. So that's another added benefit to this and the spray that we carry. So you've done saged your area, and now you want to kind of take care of yourself. So on top of using the smoke on yourself, you can also use smudge soaps. Now the cool thing about these, we do have these made for us locally with the little recipe that we came up with. And each one carries, and I don't know if you can really see in there, there's a little quartz crystal in there. So there's the quartz to help magnify. And when you're done with your soap, you can carry that with you with the intention already set for you. So use this to wash your hands or in your shower, safe for face and body. It's really nice here. Really delicate too or nice for delicate skin as well. And these are only $3. And we also carry the Florida water soap. So Florida water is really good, and it's a sweeter smell for cleansing and sanctifying as well. And in these, you'll even see parts of the clove kind of back in here. So Florida water is another excellent thing to use in cleansing. So here we have it for body, but we also carry it in the liquids. Now you would use the liquid, you can use it in your floor wash, you can use it in a simple rag to kind of wipe down tables and areas in your meditation space, your sacred space, your altar space. You can also pour a little bit in your hands and kind of like go over your aura to cleanse your aura, especially if you're doing a lot of healing work for people and you want to make sure your energy is cleansed in between each person. Now, another question I get a lot is what's the difference between the yellow and the green? Green is made here in America, most commonly seen everywhere. Yellow is made in Peru. It's got a higher feeling vibration if you're sensitive to the vibration of things. Even in liquid, you're going to notice this one's a little lighter. And if you do any shaman work where you do a little bit of the spitting, neither one tastes great, but the yellow one's better. So again, slightly bigger bottle, but made in Peru, a slightly different recipe, a lot less of that really strong alcohol smell to it, where this one's made here in America, different recipe. But you can use either of these like in your bath water, add it to floor water and wipe down your floors, your walls, things like that. So these are another way of cleansing your space. If you are in another place that you can't really burn sage, so and you don't have spray, one of the things that I like to tell people, especially for college students in anywhere you might be where you can't really burn anything and you can't really spray because maybe your roommate is very sensitive, we carry a crystal tuner fork. Now the fun thing with these is all you have to do is hit it on the flat point or side of a crystal. And I'm not going to do it too loud because I don't want to throw our audio off. But you vibrate it and you just walk it around the area and it's going to vibrate in the frequency of that crystal. And that energy wave is going to kind of push that negativity out. It's a sound cleanse, if you will. And the cool thing with these, they're not going to get used up as long as you don't strike it super hard and chip your edges to throw off the frequency. This is never going to expire. It's never going to ruin, not going to go away. So these are only like 30, 40 bucks. Keep it with you. You cleanse yourself with it, a quick cleanse of the room, anywhere you might be. And it's a little less inconspicuous, obvious when you're cleansing. So if you have a negative Nancy and they just left but they're kind of hanging around and you don't want to be obvious and light that sage and go everywhere they just were, just pretend like you're playing with a little tuning fork and go cleanse the area and that'll take care of all of it. And last, simple sea salt. Dissolve the sea salt and put it in a spray bottle and you can spritz things down. For your house and your floors, you can sprinkle some in the corners of the house and make a line to the center. And then you sweep in those corners out to the center, gather it all up, go pitch it off of your property. Great in baths too. I know a lot of people will come in and they feel like they've got some heaviness to them, some negative energy. And one of the first things I'll always say is go try a sea salt bath first before you start freaking yourself out about curses or hexes. Always take a sea salt bath first. And a little packet like this will go a long way in your bath. But that's it, guys. I just want to do a quick little video for you about cleansing and different ways you can do that. You can drop some questions and comments. I'll check back periodically, or find us on Facebook, Instagram, send us messages, and we'll see you all then. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.